Shalom Yasharala, starting off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who all learned the truth from it. Shalom to the elect out there. Today's title of this lesson will be Japan issues first Megaquake warning. And this goes out to you Negroes, you Latinos, and you Native Americans, the true Hebrew Israelites of the Holy Bible. Once again, today's title of this lesson will be Japan issues first Megaquake warning. So I have an NBC News article and it reads, Japan issues first Megaquake warning after 7.1 magnitude trembler, trembler. Let's read on down for a little bit more information. It says Japan issued its first warning Thursday about the possibility of a long-feared megaquake after a powerful 7.1 magnitude trembler struck off its southern coast, sparking a tsunami advisory, but no immediate reports of serious damage or injuries. The earthquake occurred off the coast of Miyazaki Prefecture on the main island of Kyushu at 4:42 p.m. local time, 3:42 a.m. Eastern time, at a depth of about 18 miles, according to the Japan Meteorological Agency. Let's get a little bit more of this. It says 3 people were reported injured. Japan's Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshimasa Hayashi said, although he added that there had been no blackouts or damage to the water or communication system reported in the region. Police in Miyazaki Prefecture said there had been 10 reports of damage. Hayashi urged residents to stay away from the coastline. It says seismologists held an emergency meeting to analyze whether the quake had affected the nearby Nankai Trough, the source of past devastating earthquakes. The meteorological agency ultimately issued what they call a mega earthquake caution, assessing that the possibility of a large quake was relatively higher than usual, but not that one would definitely occur in the near future. It urged the country's residents to practice increased vigilance for the next week. We ask all citizens to carefully check every new information issued by the government, reconfirm their daily earthquake preparedness, and be ready to evacuate immediately in the event of an earthquake. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, these words are kind of hard to pronounce, told a news briefing. So we see in Japan, they had like a light earthquake. It's called like it says, it's trembler. It says right here, warning after 7.1 magnitude trembler. So received like kind of a light, shaking over there in Japan, but they're also warning of a megaquake that could come right after. So we're seeing increased earthquakes in diverse many places. We're seeing pretty much earthquakes happening everywhere now around the earth. So we're seeing the signs of the times. The Lord is showing us the signs of the times. The Lord told us to look out for all these things. Earthquakes in the last days that we're in. And these one of the signs when you go to the book of Matthew, chapter 24, earthquakes in diverse many places. And that's what we're seeing right now. Earthquakes, all type of storms, and devastating natural disasters going on all around the world. And also, I have another article. There was an Earth 4.4 earthquake hits LA County, shakes buildings and rattles nerves across SoCal. So let's get a little bit more of this article right here. Just a little bit. It says Southern Californians felt a strong jolt and shaking as 4.4 earthquake hit around lunchtime Monday. We're seeing earthquakes everywhere. Pretty much earthquakes happen every day. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, he's making it known. He's in that perfect control. He's doing all of these things. Let's get a little bit of this. It says a magnitude 4.4 earthquake struck a heavily populated section of Los Angeles County on Monday, shaking buildings and leaving residents rattled throughout the region. There were no reports of major damage or injuries, but shaking was felt from San Diego County to Simi Valley and out to Victorville and Redlands, according to a U.S. Geological Survey map. Those living closest to the quake shared videos of major jolt and rattling that elicited a few screams and sent frightened pets scrambling. It was very, very scary, said Kyle Shearer of Highland Park. It's not my first, but it's probably the scariest I had in a long time. So you see it, man, things are constantly increasing. Earthquakes and divers in the place, all type of natural disasters, natural catastrophes are going on. We got extreme heat. A lot of people are dying from extreme heat. So man, there's a lot of things. The Lord is constantly turning things up each and every day. So before we start today's lesson, I have a quick video to show you guys. But before I start today's video, let's get a quick precept. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6, and it reads, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise and with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing the Lord is visiting the world that he made. We're seeing what increased thunderstorms, hurricanes, major flooding, storms that are causing major flooding in certain areas around the world, tornadoes, forest fires. We've seen all these things the Lord is constantly bringing upon earth. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he's constantly bringing miseries upon the earth. We've seen these things unfold left and right. We are in the last days, and we've seen a lot of things increase. Every day we turn news, and every day we wake up, man, we're seeing it. The Lord is constantly bringing it. The Lord is constantly visiting the world that he made. Let's read this again. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 6, and it reads, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, and with great earthquake and great noise, and with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire." So before I dive into the rest of these precepts, let's watch a quick video, and then we dive into today's lesson. Bear with me. All right, here we go.
Japanese authorities are urging people in a wide area of the country to take precautions against a possible megaquake. But why? And what does this actually mean? A few days ago, a 7.1 earthquake hit Japan's southern coast. And while it didn't cause any major damage, it did hit the edge of a seismically active area called the Nankai Trough. This stretches all the way from central Japan to the boundary of Kyushu Island in the south. For decades, people in Japan have been warned about the big one happening at some point in the Nankai Trough. Big earthquakes in this area tend to strike every 100 to 150 years. The last one was in 1946. So how big is the big one? Well, according to the Meteorological Agency, it's a magnitude 8 to 9, with a subsequent huge tsunami. For context, the one which struck the Northeast in 2011 was a magnitude 9. It triggered a massive tsunami, a nuclear disaster, and killed nearly 20,000 people. Now, the Nankai Trough is a heavily populated area, so a mega earthquake there is estimated to be much more deadly. While officials have said there is a higher chance than usual of a mega earthquake striking, they weren't saying it would happen in a certain period and have not asked people to evacuate. Instead, residents of Japan's Pacific coast have been asked to be vigilant and to check evacuation routes. Remember, this is Japan, the land of quakes. It sits on the Ring of Fire and experiences about 1,500 tremors a year. What's different about this one is that this is the first time such an advisory was issued.
やばい、通れないこの建物。嘘でしょ？避難して出てって。
All right, so you're seeing, man, these earthquakes are constantly shaking up the earth. We've seen also in Japan, after that earthquake they said a tsunami hit. So the Lord's constantly bringing these things left and right, man. We have to constantly be seeking the Lord in these last days we're in, man, because Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, he's about to bring forth that heavy judgment. So let's start off in the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1, and it reads, "He measured me then and said, let's read it and say, he measured me. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world," and that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing uproars of the people, riots, civil unrest, protests going on all around the world, violence in the streets, anarchy, chaos, all hell's but to break loose all over the world, man. We've seen these things left and right. And we're also seeing earthquakes in diverse many places. Just recently had a mega earthquake in Japan. They're saying they're looking to issue their warning for a megaquake, and also in LA, an earthquake. So we're constantly seeing pretty much earthquakes every day in these different places around the world right now. So the Lord is constantly visiting the world that he made, constantly showing us the signs of the times. Let's keep on reading. It says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest." And we're seeing the end being manifest. We're seeing the end of America, right? We're seeing the end of the dollar, end of the dollars, and we're seeing the end of the society. The society is constantly circling down the drain. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he's making the end of this place. We're seeing the end of Esau Edom's wicked kingdom. It's coming down to end. And he knows it. That's why he's been come down with that great wrath, because he knows they have but a short time. We go to the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. He knows it's the end for him. And we've seen these things unfold in front of our eyes in these last days that we are in. So let's keep on moving. It's a very quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 8, and it reads, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows." Exactly. We are in the beginning of sorrows, right? Famine, Food shortages are coming. Starvation is about to come back in a very big way. It's going to lead to what? Cannibalism. It's about to get real bad out here. Tribulation is coming. Great trouble and suffering is coming. And like I said, man, we are at the beginning of sorrows. The scripture says, let's read it again. Says, these are the beginnings of sorrows, right? Misery and mourning is coming. A lot of people are just living up their life right now, and he's living these lavish lifestyles, worrying about the careers, in the house of mirth, not worrying about the signs of the times. Well, and what do half our people doing? Still doing evil, still doing wickedly. But one thing about it is that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he's put to set the record straight. Heavy judgment is going to come forth, right? We already know we're in a time of war. World War III is constantly getting brewed up each and every day. We're seeing Iran and Israel, we're seeing that tension. We're seeing things intensify between them. So, War III is inevitable. We've seen these things left and right happen. Let's read this again. This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 8, and it reads, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there should be earthquakes in diverse places, and there should be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. Let's keep on moving. This is my last final precept. This is a very quick lesson, like I said. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 7, and it reads, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. And that's plain upon tables. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, he's doing all these things, all these disasters, these catastrophic storms, all these catastrophic things we're seeing around the world. Earthquakes, diverse places, thunderstorms, hurricanes, flood, tornadoes, forest fires, you name it. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's doing all these things. Should it be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? When you go to the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6, we already know the Lord is in that perfect control, and he's always making moves. He's in control, and he's doing all these things that we're constantly seeing around the world right now. Let's get the NLT for a better understanding. It says, I create the light and make the darkness. I send good times and bad times. I, the Lord, am the one who does these things. That's plain upon Taz fire right there. The Lord is doing all these things. He sends the good times and he sends the bad times. And we constantly keep seeing, the Lord is constantly sending bad times upon the people. That's what we constantly want our people. Left and right seek the Lord while he is near, while he may be found. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's not playing anymore. He put to unleash the heavy judgment. We already know we are in a time of judgment, and we constantly see the Lord get busy every day. Let's read this again one more time. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 7, and it reads, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So I hope this lesson is edifying. Till next time I say, Shalom.